Alright, this is going to be part 2 of the farming. Yeah, definitely got a lot of farming. 21. Then we'll need some of that other stuff first. So 32. Yeah, even if I don't use the skills, I like to level them up anyway, because we might need them later on. It doesn't hurt to switch over to a different weapon. Do need to level these up, so getting the working on Neo is definitely helpful. Wrong one. I needed this one. Alright, 44. Yeah, because we can also check and see if Rex has gotten 5,000 on his own affinity, because we need the automatic use of B when we get into a fight. Makes the attacks faster. 28. And I think, yep, we could do Overfall. So let's get that. And then Zeke. Yeah, with Nia's weapons, we can actually check those later. So we can work on Nia for the time being, because she is also a blade, which means she also has her own things going on too. Just like with everybody else. Heart to heart. We can pretty much equip her just like with the blades and stuff. We gotta raise her affinity and all that fun stuff. So she has her own requirements of things going on. 6,000, yes, there we go. Skill must be acquired in order. What? I have to get that one first? Oh, of course I do. Oh, downside.
Nice one!
Alright, so I just need 400 for that. Alright. Oh, what a downer. Oh, it's... yeah, alright.
Wow!
Fine. Guess I'll do that.
As it should be.
Alright, is there a 2,000? Yes.
This is the culmination of years of training.
Let's see, I'll lose that one. Yeah, I was really hoping I could do that, but I guess, yeah, it makes sense. I gotta unlock that one first. Alright, yeah, what are the champion belts? Strength plus 27. Yeah, so the Holy Necklace for Nia is at 22% at a level 2. We need to keep an eye out for the level 3 rarity. As for some of the other ones, these are like the highest ones for these. There's also a weapon bonus one that we could find later. We haven't seen it yet. We definitely keep an eye out for that. There is, I think there are a couple of quests that actually give us some other beta scopes, because this is pretty useful. So we're setting up the break topple launch smash, and we could use that to farm for different things. So, speaking of farming, why don't we double check Nia? Ooh, luck by 50. Oh, hello. Oh, that actually might be good. Can I put that on somebody that can actually use it? Or... oh, that's just her for now. Okay, I won't... so I'll leave her where she's at. 300 for trust. Yeah, speak to Nia at the end of until level 3, so I don't have that one just yet. Water Mastery, Forestry, Fortitude. Yeah, so with this one, in order to unlock this one, we actually have to have her paired with either Pyro or Mithra. So, yeah, there are some unique ones for her. So we need at least level 3 for that. And for her, let me double check the list. Nia. Argentum Sneak Thief King, which is a board game, so that's one of her favorite items. And Fawnset, the Snow Baby Potato Salad. Okay, so her other item is in fawn set. Okay, so yeah, so one of them is in Argentum and the other one is in Leftheria. Yeah, because there is a veggie stall there too. Okay. Alright, so speaking of farming, we need some gold chips. So there are a couple of enemies that we can actually get for that. One of them is the Separon that we can find on Temperantia, because we also need to farm for stuff there too. There is one here, but I didn't see the Nopon. There's supposed to be a Nopon that we could talk to. I could probably double check the quest list. No, I guess that was just it then. I guess I only have those 3 continuation ones. Yeah, if you're wondering, I'm going to be doing the Electra one later. I'm going to have that like its own separate thing, because there's quite a bit to that. I got to build Affinity to unlock the different parts to it, then we could do the separate parts, and then we can do that one. Yeah, so doing this right now definitely helps set up not just her, but everybody else, because I'll be able to get everything for them. So, I need Temperantia, Central Plain, Ardanian Garrison.
Long journeys make Tora tired.
Refresh and set off
Alright,
again.
so I think that side quest right there actually doesn't take too much either. Because you're just running around finding, like that right over there, if you can see the mechanical object over there. You're pretty much helping this dude find those. There are a couple of them around, but we can do that later. Alright, so we're going to fight the guy that just turned the corner. It'll be easier now since we are leveled. We do still have to watch out for Lightning Storm, because that can put us on a bad spot. So thankfully we have access to Numa, which makes it much easier.
Just so.
And I remembered what button it was. I have to press down on the D-pad in order to throw a rock at him. Alright, so let's build everything. Yeah, actually we could get a full chain gauge. So let's build this. Oh, and I just noticed it's only Rex and Tora. Oh, alright, so we're going to be really careful here. That is completely on me. I should have probably added either Rex or, not Rex, Zeke or Morak. Alright, let's build this. Yeah, I do like how Rex can actually use everybody, which is kind of handy, because you can set up for some really good combos. It's definitely useful later on. Switch back to Nia so we can fully heal, because that's probably going to do a little bit. Okay. Yeah, and the cool thing with Nia is that we can actually keep her health going pretty good. So I think almost all of her attacks use some sort of healing. Even with the auto attacks too. So definitely useful. Alright, so let's set up in Supernova because we pretty much use nothing but light. Yep. So that's one orb. It should still be alive. Okay, so about halfway for that, so we will let Tora do that. And then we could do this. Okay. And then be careful of this, actually. This is gonna hurt. I'm just waiting for it to come down. Yeah, it's not too bad now, but yeah, imagine that attack if we were like level 40. That's quite a bit. So let's do that. Let's build up a little bit here. Let's get knocked back.
Save us, lad.
Time for the
Okay, let me build a
I'll do it.
little bit. Let me build up that. Switch here.
Rolling smash. Scatter shot. Anchor shot. Ha. Pyro.
Switch over to Pyro.
Master Pawn, watch out.
Oh, I missed it, didn't it? Oh.
Why not? Mid-throw.
I should be able to make light of that.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I wasn't able to get it fast enough. Yeah, there's also a deed that also reduces the amount that the chain gauge goes down
Come out,
to,
come
which
out.
is also really useful. Alright, and somebody got something. I think it was QT. Yeah.
Master Pawn, are you pleased?
10% chance for using the land perfect hits and evade enemy attacks. Nice. Yeah, so this time I will equip Zeke. Let's bring in Zeke. So we never get to use him in the party. Yeah, in all my playthroughs, it's really just been Rex, Tora, and Mia. It's like, I don't mind Morag and I don't mind Zeke. I don't know, I just ended up just using these three.
What have we here?
I never met a tree I didn't want to climb.
It's mostly just been like a preference thing, I guess. Speaking of farming, actually, we do need to get to that tree. Yeah, so we need the lightning stumps.
Off we go.
Refresh and set off again.
Yeah, this was one of
Come
those
out, come
spots.
out.
I've already talked
I
about this
never
one.
met a tree I didn't
Farming
want
at
to
this
climb.
one is pretty fast. I think we need the level 3 ones. Didn't get any though. So, I'm gonna keep farming the gold here for now.
We're here.
Let's get going.
I kind of want to get. How many do I have? One. Probably like. I'm trying to think. Maybe 8 of them. So it's probably going to take a little while. So I'm going to farm for those. I'm pretty much going to teleport back and forth, fight this dude over and over again. So I will see you in the next part of this. Alright, see you in a bit. Hey, welcome back. So that took a little while. A couple of blade changes, a couple of affinity upgrades that we had gotten, but I was able to get a fair amount of the gold crystals. I did give one to Praxis, but then I switched to Brock because he's also needed for some of the farming later on. And I also gave him one as well, so he's also sitting with the increase the enemy item drop rate by 50%. So I do have a few of them already. As for some of the other ones, I don't really need it too much. And I do have some other materials I could definitely sell. So, what else? Oh, there was a chest that we had passed going up to the world tree where I said that, there was probably something in it. And there was also a fox that was right next to it. There was a legendary crystal, and what was the other item? It was Omega something. I think it was an accessory. It's around here somewhere. Omega Drive. Slightly fills the party gauge for each critical hit delivered. This one is pretty decent. I'm going to keep it. Even though I don't really need it right now, it'll be pretty useful later. So I'll just keep that for now. And a couple of other things too. Some of the contracts that we had gotten. Oh, I'm also now level 2 in Oriah. We could get some of the deeds. So we could probably travel to that after I get this next one here.
Come out, come out.
See if we get anything.
Here, fishy, fishy.
What do you think of this?
Yeah, so other than the gold chip farming, I've pretty much just been running around collecting various items. And that's really been it.
You're all mine.
Because I didn't want to do too much without not showing anything. So, we are going to travel over to the village. Wrong one. Yeah, because we had just done the mercenary level upgrade previously.
Let's go.
So we need a few more
Onwards.
missions to do. And as you can see, Praxis is actually hanging out. So one of the cool things that happens with the levels of the mercenary camp here is that the higher the level, the more people that actually show up. And that includes blades that we have with us. So here we can see Praxis. We could also find some that are near the exit over there, some hanging out near the fire over here. So we could definitely see them now and again.
Meh, meh, meh. Bye-bye, daytime.
So I did buy a
Master
couple of
Bond
the
has
items
worked.
here. I was just going to save the deeds themselves for later. So you get these after you get the contract itself, and then you buy everything that can be bought from these places at least once. So once all of those requirements are done, we can then buy the deed, just like before in that first town. So let's get this one increased low range by 2 meters. And we're also going to be taking this stuff that we farmed and selling it at a different place. We got to travel over to Garmont to sell stuff because we got to get that development up next. So just like before, buy everything, and then this one is increased gold by 10%, which is pretty handy. Definitely makes it easier to farm. And then decrease enemy detection range by 5%. Yeah, so pretty, it gives us a chance to run by enemies. I don't know if this one was available. Yeah, so this one needs development. So that'll be later. We could also check the other stores in the city itself of Fonsa. So we could head over here, because there are a couple of shops over here that we can buy stuff, so we'll check those. Because we have a few in the center, and we also have a few up on the right, up the stairs. I don't remember getting these contracts, so I'll just double check. Probably not, but I'll just do this anyway. Okay, so that one is still waiting. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to get some of these now anyway, because we're going to be using these eventually. Pretty much for the mass affinity for everybody. I got a few of these. Okay, so now I'm still waiting. Accessory shop, blacksmith. I think that there is a bookstore or a game shop. Bookstore, okay. This one needs a couple more. Yeah, this one doesn't have all of it. Because I think this one also has... Yeah, it has a couple of items. There is a shop up the stairs that actually doesn't get one. But we're going to buy everything from there anyway. There's also a quest that you buy stuff for it. Buy stuff from the store. And you can give that to somebody. Alright, so get the cosmetics, got a couple of items here. Okay, not enough for that. I don't think there's a shop there. Gonna go, oh, knickknacks, here we go. This one might have everything here. Looks just about right. Because some of this stuff can be a bit expensive too, so it's good to have stuff on hand. Yeah, here we go. And increase running speed by 5%. Yeah, definitely handy, because we could get a few of these. And it definitely adds up, even though we don't exactly see the change now. We will later. So, we might as well get some of these now. Yeah, by the way, Noelle. She is actually related to a quest that we will be doing later on. So, we will actually be seeing her again. Let's see. We got the old guy here. But we don't do anything with him yet. We also got the shop here. Yeah, we can buy chocolate from this person. I don't think this one gets a deed. Well, I'll buy anyway. Alright, I think that's it for here. Let's travel over to Gormont. Yeah, because once we get the development for this, we can actually do the mercenaries missions to get the contracts, and then we could get the deeds, and then we could get all the stuff for it. And then we could ponder the next big farming section, probably the Arden, because it's been some time since we've actually fed the Arden. I know one of the items we do need later on are the lightning stumps that we have been getting from Temperentia. But there are also other items that I don't exactly remember. I can pull up a list. But right now, we can pretty much just pick a shop and sell a bunch of stuff. And we also might have a chance to get the platinum cylinder too. It pretty much can be bought anywhere, but it's pretty random. It doesn't always show up. And we do have quite a few golden cylinders too that we can sell. So we can sell all of it here. That includes all the boosters because we don't need them right now, as we are still farming for the crystals. I did get a few of these, and we are going to be selling the common ones, but these are the ones we're keeping. Just a bunch of junk that we don't need. The ones that we really wanted, a higher rarity. Which isn't too bad. Even though the earth defense up would be good, I usually get rid of like the elemental resistance ones. Because I don't use those. I have been keeping the critical ones. So I have made a couple of those. But everything else is going to be tossed. Let's see. Tossing that. Yeah, definitely have a few things that we can sell. Thankfully, we can sell so much. Yeah, because we already find, like, even better stuff. Like that necklace, we already have the holy necklace, which does better. And we already have a comet choker. We still need to find the level 3 version of that. I do have one on Zeke, so we don't really need another one. I think I gave another one to Morag. Unless I gave her something else. I gave her something. Gotta be keeping the Omega Drive. Let me toss in these. Doesn't choose, don't need those. Let's see. Dark Orb, increased damage dealt when an ally is incapacitated. I like to keep my characters alive, so I will be selling that. Okay, so that is that. Most of these are like some of the lower level ones. So we will be selling these. Now for the golden cylinders. I'm going to keep some of the silver cylinders, especially for later on, because we do have a couple of quests where we do need some salvage materials. So I will be holding on to those. So at least level 3, maybe. we'll see. We'll wait for it to clear. Got a few missions. Still going. Okay, so level 2. Alright, so because we can cheaply buy the golden cylinders at Argentum, we can actually head over there and buy them. And then we could turn around and sell them here. Yeah, because the prices go down when the development is higher.
Whew. Let's rest a spell.
Let's get going.
Alright, we just gotta talk to the Nopon over here.
Huh.
Might even have a chance to get a... Yeah, because $4.95 is actually pretty decent. Because that is how much we're actually selling those. So that's why it's a really good idea to have like a starting capital when it comes to these. Because you could pretty much buy from one place and then sell it to everywhere else. And you're making your money back too, which is really nice. So it's a pretty easy farming method. All you really need is just the money to begin with, and then one level 5 place.
We came a pretty long way.
And once you're good with that, you're good.
Onwards!
And it doesn't matter what shop either. I could pick the cafe here and sell. So this should be at least level 3. No. Okay. And I can usually tell because I've noticed that when a certain thing happens, like there's a reward for affinity or the development change, the controller vibrates. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. So I can tell when it pops up. Because there's a little bit of a delay before we see it on screen. Alright, so I'll just do the same thing here. Might even see a platinum cylinder, which would be fine. They are expensive though. The gold cylinders you buy them for $5,000. The platinum cylinders are $25,000 a piece. We might need a couple later on, but it depends on how much money we have at the time and who is selling
Long
them.
journeys make Tora tired. Refresh and
We
set up
can
again.
sort of influence when we can get them, because they are set randomly, and it's pretty much just going to an inn and then doing what's called a long rest, and then we could do it from there. And there are a couple of places we can do that. We can do it in Argentum, which is pretty quick. Torgoth right here is pretty quick.
Pretty long way, hey?
Onwards!
But for right now, we can just do the gold cylinders. And I'm surprised I didn't get it there, though. Probably do a bunch of the silver ones, too. I could probably just do all of them, yeah. I got the money, so I might as well. Yeah, we can pretty much do this for all the places that have a development. There are some places that don't have one, like Temperantia, so we don't have to worry about those. But when it comes to Torgoth or Leftheria, yeah, we could pretty much do the cylinder thing. Oh, I could have just gone to the cafe. And sell them all. Okay, there we go. Level 3. Let's see if it goes to level 4. Submissions. Okay, nope. Alright, so I will keep doing this until we do level 5 Gormont, and then we can switch over to Uriah and do the same thing. Pretty much doing the same thing, going to Argentum, buying cylinders, and traveling back and forth. So, I will see you in a bit. Alright, so this should be level 4? Level 4. Yeah, it takes a little while. I just wanted to make a note of that. I think it's the amount total. That's kind of why it's taking so long. It's been like 5 or so minutes just going back and forth. Which isn't too bad. It can get kind of boring considering it's like the same thing. You're just buying and selling. So,
Whew. Let's rest a spell.
Let's press on.
I am also kind of curious if we are going to get the platinum ones. It would be cool if we did, because it'd be a higher amount. We would only be able to buy those, though. Because I could probably check. Oh, I would have to check in Argentum, because I would have to do the rest. Because it's random. I could do that next. I can actually show that. So I could stay at the end and then show it.
Long journeys make Tora tired. Refresh and set off again.
Yeah, I feel it, Tora. I'm pretty much doing that. Oop. We're selling stuff. Level 5. Almost. Alright, so before we buy anything from Argentum, let's see if we can actually get that to change. So we'll go here first, see if there is a platinum cylinder. If there is, we'll
Came a
buy
pretty
it.
long way, hey?
Onwards!
We won't be able to buy the full amount, because I think it's like, what, 2 or 3 million for that? If there isn't one, we will... Okay. So we will go upstairs to the inn, stay the night. Or wait, or is it here? No, I think we need the long rest, don't we? Or is it just... I'll try it here first. I'm trying to remember if it's specifically the long rest or just a regular one. I don't think it really matters.
We're here.
Let's press on.
I don't need to worry about that now because we haven't really done too much. Just a little bit of farming, a couple of monsters, that was it. I did fight the Phoebus guy a couple of times. That's why I have a couple of legendary crystals, which was kind of nice because they are pretty handy. Are we going to get anybody? Yes, we are. Okay.
Master Pawn was in good mood today. Talked
Oh,
with Poppy
nice.
16 times. Poppy also talked with Pyra 31 times today.
What are you doing, Poppy?
Oh, okay.
Oh, Bridget, Poppy just writing diary. Poppy decided to leave records of life, just like Bridget.
But you can't be returned to a core crystal like us, so you're not in danger of losing your memories, are you?
Well, I think we've established that it's going to be different with Poppy because she is essentially an artificial life form, which means extremely long longevity. So I think she understands
Poppy's
that.
body is very complex device. If important part damaged by attack, memory could be corrupted.
That is true.
Oh, I see. At a glance, your body seems practically flawless, but I suppose it comes with its own troubles.
Bridget right. It like Master Pawn often say. Poppy's delicate body always in need of TLC.
Tora always knows.
Tora says that to you, does he? Remind me to have a word with him later.
Meh, meh, meh.
Bridget. Can Poppy ask why Bridget cares so much about preserving past memories? Poppy started diary, but never know what to write. Maybe Bridget can help.
Now there are sometimes when we have these options, they usually give varying amounts of affinity. Sometimes they're obvious, sometimes they're not. So for example, the first one, I don't want to lose myself forever, could give like 100 points to affinity, whereas the second one gives 200. So when it really comes to these, it doesn't really matter too much. Just go whatever you feel like. Because sometimes the responses can be pretty funny. So I'm going to go with I want to keep being the same person.
I want to keep being the same person.
Meh? Bridget is Bridget. Why would Bridget be somebody else?
Well, imagine if one day you were to forget all your memories of Tora and start working for a new master. Would that Poppy still be the same Poppy I'm talking to right now?
Poppy Poppy is Poppy. But that Poppy would be new Master Pond's Poppy, not the same as Tora's Poppy.
Yeah, so she partially understands, but it's definitely a deeper line of thinking.
Probably would not even wear frilly maid outfits.
Probably not.
I see. Well, maid outfits aside, do you see what I'm getting at? While my past selves are all Bridget, they are all different Bridgets, living different lives with different people. They're not directly connected to the person I am today.
Yes, Poppy think Poppy understand. Bridget want to keep being this Bridget. That why leave diary full of memories.
Precisely.
Uh-huh.
Even if I return to my core crystal and lose my memories, by reading my diary, my new self can hold on to some part of the person I am today.
Yep.
Though, of course, this relies on the assumption that Morordain will pass my diary on to my new self.
Bridget, how can Poppy make sure Poppy's diary gets passed down?
A good question. Tora isn't the most reliable fellow, is he?
Sorry, Tora.
Master Pond would use diary as pillow for naps and for prop up wobbly table.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps you should take the time to think of the best solution to that problem yourself.
Not only writing memories every day, but also finding best way to preserve? Diary is quite difficult task.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be. It's definitely very philosophical.
Did Master Pond sleep well?
Tora dreamed about tasty sausage the size of Poppy.
That's pretty huge, tasty sausage. Alright, safely drop down so we can check because we stayed at the end. Hopefully we can get some premium cylinders, but when I was listening to this, it did seem a little loud to me. Might have just been my headphones. I think it was the music for this. I'm not sure if it was that. Let me do this real quick. Okay, so it was that one. Okay, so that is loud, loud. It's not too bad. So I can also do like the master volume too. So I know some of it is kind of annoying. Like this sound. No, it's not that one. Oh, maybe this one. Oh, that is so much better. Yeah, thankfully there are so many different options for this too. I do want to keep the voices up there because, you know, some of the dialogue is pretty good. Some of the music isn't too bad, but I think I do want to slightly lower it. Sound effects, game voice. You don't really hear voice too much in here. Battle narration. I think I'll keep that the same. I think this is pretty much when it tells us, it's like, oh, enemy toppled, or whatever. Don't really need to pay attention to that too much. Make the rain loud, I guess. Oh yeah, I haven't... I should probably do this. Let me check. Because I haven't exactly saved in a while. 36. This was at 1:50 in the afternoon, by the way. By the way, we are day before Halloween. So, happy early Halloween. Oh. Okay, so it's been a little while. Yeah, 7 hours. Yeah. It's been off and on though too, so not too long. Alright, please no. Alright, so let's check again. Yeah, because I want the sound to be like not too overbearing.
Let's go.
Onwards!
Because I can also change it for myself, but when it comes to like post edit and whatnot, I kind of have to change it again. That's fine, so I could just head back down. Yeah, because I also have sound editing with OBS that I have, because I have game audio capture that I have settings specifically for this too. And it looks like we have a second one. Ooh. This is one with, yeah, before I say the dialogue, this one is on Pyra's, and it's also on Bridget's Affinity. Hey Bridget, if you're free, why don't we go visit some of the shops in Coldmouth? Sure, sounds delightful. Morag, would you like to come too? Yes, why not? Yeah, I think this one is the funny one.
Did Master Pond sleep well?
Oh yeah, there it is. It's right over there.
Meh, meh.
Yeah, so why don't we do this one?
Dreamed about tasty sausage the size of Poppy.
Because this one is pretty funny.
Hey, Bridget. I found something interesting in that shop over there.
Interesting?
Yep. Here it is.
What is that thing? It looks quite grotesque.
Why, that's an Argentum monkfish.
You are familiar with this creature, Lady Morag?
It's a rare delicacy that is only found in the waters around here. It's rather tasty.
People eat this monstrous fish thing.
It might not look appetizing, but I've heard the taste is divine. Since it's so rare, I thought I'd cook something up with it. But I'm not sure how. Morag, do you know? Do tell, please.
Probably a stew. I think this is another one that has like affinity versions of it. I think I'll... Very well, I'll do it. This one's kind of funny.
Lady Morag, if I may, is this really wise?
Oh, don't you worry yourself.
Shall we start by gutting the fish then?
Excuse me?
What's the matter?
Gut it. Gut this creature.
Well, yes. We can't exactly cook it like that.
Understood. Life is a battlefield. Let us commence.
Yep.
Show it who's boss, Lady Morag.
Bridget,
Yes?
please hold down its head.
What? No, that is, I'd rather not touch it.
It's just a little tricky to make the incision when it keeps staring at me.
Quite true, but...
For the love of the architect, do it! Please, at least cover its eyes for me.
yes, ma'am. We cannot let a mere fish get the best of us.
I swear, these two would love hunting.
What's wrong?
It looked me in the eye. Is this thing still alive?
Can it be? Then
Yeah.
I must end it before it strikes.
It's opening its foul maw. Lady Morag, the enemy means to eat us. Quickly, the finishing blow.
Very well. Hellfire!
No, wait! If you do that, the food will be...
Well, Bridget,
As befits the Flamebringer, the foe is extinguished without a trace.
phew. Our mission here is done.
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you think you're doing? There's nothing left for us to eat.
Yep. Thus ends Morag the Chef. I'm kind of surprised we actually didn't get the thing for that. Hold on. Because that was... Oh, there we go. I probably needed to actually have her... Oh, I don't have... Oh, that's a different one. It was probably Bridget then that had that. Was she? Huh? Good habits. No, that's a different one. Is it time for a Bridget barbecue? Was it that one? Oh, it might have been. Alright, let me switch back in Mithra. Yeah, so just like I said before, sometimes there are a lot of things that can be unlocked with the staying at the inn in certain places and having certain blades equipped. That's just for missions, we can move on. And the person here looks pretty familiar, don't they? Almost looks like Umon, the one that was helping us out way back at the beginning. Alright, safely hop down. Alright, please. No. Alright, so not to waste too much time, I'm just going to stick with this. Not really hurried for time, but I would imagine not everybody just wants to sit here and listen to me yap. If you are, that's fine too. So we'll just scoot over to Torrigoth with some of the cylinders.
You came a pretty long way, eh?
Onwards!
Ha! Alright, is this level 5? No. Just trying to get the reasonable one that's closer to it.
Meh. Long journeys make Tora tired.
Refresh and set off again.
Oh, still golden cylinders. It's alright. As long as I can buy all of them, then that's fine.
Whew. Let's rest a spell.
Let's press on.
All the rain. Level 5? No. Yeah, so I do believe it is like a total amount. I don't think I ever really checked to see how much it was. I could just check the wiki for this.
Whew. Let's rest a spell.
Let's press on.
I'm not exactly sure, so I don't think I've seen it there either. It just gives you a quick how-to. It's like a quick way to increase the development level is to have pretty much just buy cylinders and sell them to a different place. And it doesn't exactly tell you how much you need to sell. You just keep doing it until you get the right development. Which is fine. It would be cool to know the amount. So based on what we've been doing so far, it's probably going to be either this one
Let's press on.
or the next one. Oh, we also got lightning. Thank you, lightning. Level 5. There we go. Okay, so because of that...
I love the promise of a new day dawning.
Let's see. We got Vess. I'm gonna save her for later. She's one of the blades that we can interact with. But I'm gonna wait for that. We did Argentum, I think. Yeah, so for these, I need a couple more of the Strength 35 blades. There are a couple that are close to it, but I do need a few more. I just need to level them up a bit. So, now that we have this, we definitely have a few, but just like before, there are a couple of other blades that we'll need too. And this one has a few of them too. It's a conch contract and lethal weave. So 2 knuckle claws and then 2 bit balls. It's a transport and production. We could definitely have Ursula and
Everyone's
Florin.
counting on
I
me.
hope you'll pray for my
I
safe
gotta
return.
step it up.
And see if there's anybody that has any of the bonuses here. So we have a production.
I imagine I'll fit right in.
No, that's pretty much it. Alright, so let's see.
Yes, sir.
Let's get you. Let's get you.
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody that has transport? Some of these I don't usually worry too much because I'm usually busy with like other things. Like the expeditionist, production, transport. It's not bad to have, but yeah. Trying to think. We're not using Praxis right now, so we can probably
It'll be child's
put
play.
her in there.
We are Ursula's New Groove, and we'll do what we can. Yes, I'll pour my heart and soul into it.
Good luck.